Hello, I'm Diamond, aka Lady Leo. Welcome to my channel if you are a brand new viewer, or welcome back if you are a returning viewer. So I am finally getting around to swatching the Holo Taco cookies and cream bundle. So this one came out, it's been a while since it came out at this point. I think it came out like end of March, because it came out on a weekday. So I ended up getting it very quickly, but I just haven't had a chance to swatch it yet due to me getting sick, and then there was a couple of other things that I wanted to film before this one. So it has been a long time, but I am finally swatching it right now. The cookies and cream bundle is a 7-piece bundle if you buy it all at once. It consists of 5 cremes, as well as sort of like a milky white shimmer, and then a black flake taco. Of course, you can always buy the polishes individually, or you can buy them as a bundle. Normally when she does a bundle that's not like with a collection box, you do get a little bit of a discount, and I do believe the bundle is still there, and like I said, you do get a little discount when you purchase all of it. I opted to go with the whole bundle, which is typically what I do when it comes to Holo Taco. So I had a chance to swatch all of these, and I even did some nail art. It's on this hand, but I know you probably can't really see it that well, but that's okay, because if you want to see it, you're going to have to watch the bonus video that I made, okay? Anyway, so I do have a bonus video with the nail art that I did, and I also did a cookies and cream fruit roll-up, which is basically just, I combined all of the colors from that collection, mixed it together to get a little fruit roll-up, and I have a little comparison too, so you can see how that stacks up against the rest of the collection. That's just some fun things that'll also be in the bonus video. But I liked the mix that I did so much that I ended up making just a small bottle of all the different colors of the cookies and cream bundle combined. So that will be in the bonus video too, which will come out after this one as well. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking. Roll it voiceover. First up, we have Butter Me Up. So this one to me is sort of like a very light, pale, butter yellow kind of color. It reminds me of like a butter pecan if I'm thinking about like an ice cream. It's just a really nice, pretty pale yellow in a very pastel family. So for me, I'm going to be using the Holo Taco Peely base for all my swatches today. And then I just decided to glue with the Glossy Taco too to keep it all in the Holo family. When I use pastels, I always have to do 3 coats, especially of something like a yellow. Sometimes I even have to do 4 coats of yellow, but I ended up getting full opacity with this in 3 coats. I love Holo Taco in general, but the cremes are they're such good formula. They're so creamy and they go on so well. They layer up really nice as well. So I do really love this polish. Next up, we have Ginger Snatched, which is the first brown in this bundle, and this is a really beautiful medium sort of brown. It's a medium warm brown, and I love browns, not just because I'm a brown girly, but I just really love the shades of brown, and like Holo Taco has a couple browns that are like effects polishes too that are also really fun, but I think this is a really beautiful shade. I like cremes just as much as I do like any of the effects polishes, so this is one of my favorites of this bundle. Next up, we have Milky White Shimmer. I would definitely say this is the most unique polish of the collection because it's like a shimmer, hollow, sheer, so it's got to be in some kind of jelly base, I think, because it's very sheer on like first coat and it takes a while to build it up. But it's super interesting because Christine also said this is not really a topper. She's right, because it's a bit of a milky one. So I mean, if you I could see using it as a topper with just like a really thin coat though. So like we're probably still going to use it as a topper, Christine. But anyway, I really think this color is really, like I said, it's a very interesting formula. And once you start layering it up, I do think that it looks really good. I really like it. I don't know if I would wear this by itself. I would probably wear it as not a topper. But no, I think it might be fun to do this with nail art or wear just like in a, I don't know if I would wear this by itself. I'm not a huge fan of like white polishes, but I do think it's very interesting and it's a very interesting addition to the bundle. Next up, we have Brownie Points, which are our second brown of the bundle. And between this one and Ginger Snatch, I can't even decide like which one is my favorite. These are both like equally awesome to me. And this is just a really deep brown. It reminds me of coffee. That's kind of what I think of. Because I mean, I guess some coffee's black. I don't know. The coffee I drink is like brown. So I don't know if that's medium coffee blend or whatever, but it kind of looks like this. So I just think this shade is so beautiful, and it's a really nice addition to the overall cremes that Holo Taco has. This is something absolutely unrelated, but does anybody else have such a time with like the Holo Taco bottles? I swear, it doesn't matter how many times I clean them. They just show every smudge, every fingerprint. I keep like a disinfectant wipe and like a microfiber cloth, and I try my hardest not to smudge them, but I don't know. The Holo Taco bottles are so unforgiving. You just like, they want you to touch them with like gloved hands when you're handling them. So I'm sorry about that. I tried to get rid of all the smudges, but I was struggling for that. All right, sorry. Next up, we have Peri Social. So this one is the pop of color that she added to the collection. It is a true periwinkle. Now, because of the lights that I use, which usually make everything look lighter, I think this does on camera lean very purple. It looks very much like a light purple, but it is a true periwinkle in between purple and blue. It's just because the lighting that I use, it just makes it look like it's a light purple. You know, when I first saw this one, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, not because I don't like the shade, but because I did think it was the one that didn't really feel like it fit the collection. I mean, she did describe this as being her pop of color, but when I looked at it, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that one. In relation to the other ones, that's all I meant. So having tried this one on though, I do really think it's a really beautiful shade, and I do like having like this variety in terms of the range of the cremes, you know what I mean? Like, yes, it's fun to go in there and make this shade. Like if you wanted to make this, you could definitely do that with the Holo Taco colors, but it's nice to already have it in the bottle as well, so you don't have to do that. So I like that aspect of it, but and just as it relates to the collection, it's not one of my favorites. I do understand it being a pop of color, but I just think for me, I don't know, I guess I would have wanted the pop of color to be red, but I don't think that fits cookies and cream either. But that's just me. I just really love reds, and any excuse to get a red, I'm happy with. But no, I do like this shade. I just still don't love it in terms of the overall bundle. So next up we have Sweet Tooth. I'm also going to be using the Black Flake Taco on this polish as well, so you'll see that towards the end. So this is a really simple, really beautiful light pink shade. It's like a light sort of rose pink. Well, is it rose pink because it's light? No, maybe just like a nice really light pink. And this one does help the Neapolitan aesthetic. There's one shot, like one drip shot that she has that I'm like, yep, Neapolitan right there, when you combine a couple of these shades, which is just really fun to do some nail art with like that sort of Neapolitan color. But I am a sucker for any shade of pink, any shade, any color, any formula. And I love the softness of this pink, and I think it's a really good color for spring. It's also really good if you're somebody who can't have like too bright colors or too aggressive of polishes. This is something that can lean very neutral for you. So, you know, if you work somewhere where you, oops, sorry if you heard that, but if you work somewhere where you can't have like something that's too aggressive, this could be really neutral while still allowing you to have something that's really pretty. So I think the shade of this is really pretty. I like it. Of course, because of how light it is and that it's a pastel, I definitely have to do 3 coats with this. You might have to do 3 or 4 coats if you have super long nails. As you can see, you know, my nails are kind of like medium short, but if you have really long nails, you might have to end up doing 3 coats or just doing like thicker coats as well. So now let's get into our black flaky topper. So the funny thing about this topper is that like when you're looking at it in the bottle from afar, it does look like straight up black. You wouldn't know it's a flake topper. You'd probably like looking through your collection like, wait, which one is the flake topper? But then like in the zoom in shot that I did at the beginning of this segment, you can definitely see the flakies in there. And this one is just simple. It's just a flaky topper, black flaky topper in a clear base. So you can do a lot of different things with this. You know, you can sponge it on if you really want to get those flakies without the clear topper, or you can just do it, you know, you can just put it on as well. It reminds me of like speckled eggs, you know what I mean? So I think this topper is really fun and really good for this time of year. And as all of the Holo Taco toppers are, it's very versatile. And I think it looks good on everything in this collection as well. So we're going to have some comparisons at the end. You can see all of the colors up against each other. So let me know in the comments below if you guys picked up this whole bundle, if you just picked up a few pieces from the bundle. If I had to pick, top 3 favorites would be Ginger Snatched, Brownie Points, and probably, gosh, how do I pick the last one? I'm in between like Sweet Tooth and Butter Me Up. Am I trying to pick a yellow over a pink? Okay. So I guess I would pick Sweet Tooth. And then of course the flaky topper is really great too. So those are my top 3 favorites. I do have a bonus video for you. I made some nail art, and not to toot my own bugle, but I think that it turned out really good. So I've got a nail art video, and then I ended up doing a mix. So I made like a fruit roll up, cookies and cream, and it ended up being this really beautiful color. And I liked it so much that I ended up making like a little small bottle of it that I have next to my Holo Taco shelf. Affectionately, I am calling it Holo Taco Milkshake. So check out that bonus video, which should go up whenever after this one does. Yep, and check me out on my socials. Like the video if you liked it. If you're interested, hit the subscribe button. Helps me out, doesn't cost you anything. All right, that's my time. Catch you later. Bye.